We are Southern Illinois. Welcome to the Building the Salukis podcast, brought to you by the SIU Alumni Association, keeping Salukis everywhere connected to SIU for life. Now, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
Continuing our Building the Salukis podcast series, which is brought to you by the SIU Alumni Association. One of the faces that Saluki Nation is really excited to see is the one who's next up here in our series. Quel'Ron House joins us, transfer in from Jacksonville State, just finished up his first year in college basketball. Quel'Ron, appreciate the time, man. Welcome to Saluki Nation. What the excitement level been like for you of finally getting announced, getting through all the transfer portal and figuring out your next steps? What's been the excitement level like for you here over the last couple of weeks?
It's been since the entry of the transfer portal. This is really stressing. Really trying to decide to just make a decision. It's been a lot going on, a lot of phone calls, and just making the right choices where I've been at. So I'm good to be great to be a Saluki.
You mentioned the stress level, Quel'Ron, and for everybody, it's different. You had a great year at Jacksonville State, which I'm sure led to a lot of phone calls and a lot of opportunities. How did you just, through your process, try to make it not as stressful? Who did you really lean on for advice to help you make the best decision that you could and listen to the right phone calls when those phone calls came?
To be honest, it's a lot of schools out there that will just talk to you. And when I got on the phone with Coach Nagy, everything sounded well. Everything he told me what he wanted. He was very direct, very vocal. He communicated well, and I have a brother goes to Southern Illinois, so everything just kind of fitted. To be honest.
You talked about obviously having the connections to SIU, Coach Nagy and the staff. When you got to meet him at such a short, finite amount of time that you get to really to know this new staff, what did you like about Coach Nagy in just the day and when the visit that you had in Carbondale?
He's a great coach. He wins. It's most important. It's mostly all about the team. He's very direct. He's very respectful. He knows what he wants. And he told me the truth, and that's mostly what I care about, to be honest.
Talked about hearing the truth. What about that conversation with him leads you to like, hey, this is a guy I can play for? Like, what did you love about what he spoke to you about where you can really play in his system and be such a huge part of this team?
He didn't really tell me. He told me what he wanted, how I could benefit the team, or I can help him, or he could help me. To be honest, it was never really just about me. It was about the team, about coming to the Saluki family and being a part of this. That really had a big impact on me making my decision to come to Carbondale. To be honest.
So your freshman year at Jacksonville State, take us through like going into the year. What was your expectation? Like, what did you have for yourself? And now you went through it. How would you assess your freshman year and what you were able to accomplish and really what you're able to show on tape, Quel'Ron?
I think my freshman year went very well. Even though having the injuries and things like that, things that I didn't really want to happen, but it happened. Just fighting through, coming back from that injury, and just being the point guard, being the freshman on the team. I would say it was very rough when I got hurt and trying to mentally come back from that. And I had a very short season, just playing real time. And Coach Harper believed in me so much, and my teammates did also. So just really doing that in a short amount of games, I thank God, to be honest.
One of the things that's clear, not just talking to you, Quel'Ron, but all the guys who are coming into the team and the guys who are coming back, part of the six returners, they know last year was not the expectation. That's not the standard that the Salukis want. They want to win a championship. They want to compete. You, of course, are coming from a team that had a really good year, went to the NIT, won a game in the NIT. What can you bring of just that experience? You've played in the postseason. You've been a part of a team that's won big games. What can you bring in terms of the winning attribute? Like, what do you believe that you can bring to SIU that's going to be important to making SIU a winner?
Just being that point guard on the floor when things get rough, just being there to bring the lows up to the high, just making sure everyone's doing well, make sure everybody's fighting. just be there for experience, to be honest, just being the point guard, being the vocal leader, talking to the coach, making sure everything is right through those moments.
What do you believe is the most important attribute to win, Quel'Ron, for you? Like how you're wired. What's the most important thing for you to have to push your team? And it's not all on you, but to just, hey, I have to be this for our team to get into this type of position.
I have to be the communicator, the most vocal, most vocal player on the team. Making sure we're all together, that's the main thing, to be honest. No matter what happens, just making sure we're all together, making sure we're on the same page is the most important thing as the point guard, as the leader on the team. And just making sure we all have one head. Not that we're all complacent and just on different paths.
Of course, coming in June. It's going to be here in the blink of an eye, man. We're talking to you here in mid-May. June and the team workouts will be here very, very quickly. But what's going to be when you get here in June? What are going to be really important things outside of just, hey, the practice time? All of that's going to be massive for you to get to know your new teammates. But being the point guard, what's like essential for you to get here? What are things that you try to do to build that team chemistry that's going to be very important starting the month of June?
Getting to know the coach, getting to know the system, start the experience with my new teammates, and just becoming together. Just start a new relationship, start a new loyalty, just start a new team. To be honest, starting to come in and be that point guard, be that guy that helps with everything. It makes everything easier for everyone else.
This is the Building the Salukis podcast, brought to you by the SIU Alumni Association. The SIU Alumni Association wants you to remember, once a Saluki, always a Saluki. Alumni worldwide are staying connected and getting involved at SIUalumni.com.
What you'll find out very quick, Quel'Ron, is that Saluki Nation loves their basketball, and they definitely love a winner, even more so when you think of being a part of a fan base that is just so hungry to see a team that's going to win a championship and compete at that high of a level. How much did that play a factor, if at all, for you of knowing the buy-in that you have of the community that you're about to step foot in and be a part of?
It's very successful. What should I say? It's very when you know your fans and are expecting a championship, it brings a lot out of you. To be honest, when the fans come out there and see you play, it's very joyful. I should say it's very enjoyable too. Also, just just to keep playing for them, playing for the city is just so much in your body, just so much just going on that you want to win, go to the tournament just for that city, just for that school.
Well, and they're going to get a chance to get to know you. Yes, the basketball player, we're going to know, we can watch all the highlights about you, but you as an individual, as a person, who will be the guy? Quel'Ron. Who is Quel'Ron away from the floor that Saluki fans will get an opportunity to get to know and fall in love with once you get here in June and get out in the community?
I'm a funny guy. I'm a good person. I love to have fun. I'm very respectful. I'm playful. I'm a jokester. So and I love basketball. I love basketball. I love to win. Also, just to throw that in there. I love to win, and I love to have fun with my guys and just enjoy every moment that we have.
Before I let you go, Quel'Ron, just, we talked so much about what you're looking forward to, the next step for you in coming to SIU. In terms of describing you as a player and what SIU is getting, how would you describe the player that SIU is about to get and what you're going to add to this program outside of just being obviously a point guard that this team lacked a year ago and really needs coming into this year?
I'm my dog, shooter, terrific defender, a pest on defense, very, very vocal, a communicator, and just all around threat, to be honest.
The jokester, Quel'Ron House, will be in Carbondale very, very soon at the start of June. Quel'Ron, we really appreciate the time, man. Thanks so much for letting Saluki Nation get to know you a little bit, and we look forward to seeing you here in practice here very soon in June.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Let's go, Salukis.